What's up, everyone? Executive Corporate Chef here, Anthony Marino, in the studio. So excited this morning, joined by James Hayes.
Thanks for having me here,
So
Chef.
he needs no introduction. Everybody knows him around the campfire here. So we got a great topic today, pulled up by the Matt and Paige team here. It is luxury appliances. We're talking about luxury appliances, talking about, where they are in our locations, but what sets the luxury appliances apart. Give you some brand names, give you some fit and finish, basically how it all works, okay?
Yeah, sure. So anyone knows I love talking luxury appliances.
I was going to say, this is in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, there's going to be, we carry as a company a lot of different brands, and it can range from like Thermador, Monogram, Decor, Wolf Sub-Zero, Gaggenau, Miele. So there's no shortage of luxury brands available through us.
SKS behind it.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's give them some love too.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of options there, and it could really depend on maybe as far as what you're looking for as a customer on which one of those might be the right one.
Sure.
Obviously.
You're right.
But what separates them over a mainstream brands, I would say fit and finish.
100%.
Yeah. You're going to see a lot more attention to detail, and in most lines, anyhow. Performance in a lot of cases, you're going to notice better performance. If you look at a Gaggenau wall oven, they're designed with Michelin star chefs, and they're designed to perform the same exact way every single time.
Sure.
Like
you said, the fit and finish. I mean, we're dealing with built-in refrigerations. We're talking about paneled items, things like that. To where it's almost seamless in your kitchen. A lot of this luxury, a lot of this luxury gives you that customizable. It's not a, it's not a 30-inch cutout. It's this, that. It really stands proud, and the design aspect really comes into play in a luxury brand, right?
100%.
You're dealing with different mixed metal finishes. You're dealing with different metals to use, and kind of different components too. You know what I mean? Maybe that. You touched on Gaggenau, but that wall oven is built like a tank.
It is, and it's a work of art.
Yeah,
it is.
You're right.
You just look at it and it's pretty.
Yeah, you're right. Even in the design aspect, we talk about the jet air handles, the gnarled handles. You know what I mean, and the lace pattern behind it. It's like a silhouette. Things like that. Are one-of-a-kind pieces in that luxury brand that, kind of stand out as their flagship pieces. Sure.
100%. You touched on your design aspects. If you're really looking to customize it and build it to what you want to do, if you're looking at a mainstream brand, they got a single oven, a double oven, right?
Sure.
You step into a brand like Miele, Gaggenau, Wolf Sub, now you have ovens, steam ovens, speed ovens.
Modular pieces, tabletop components, you know what I mean, that you could do.
Yeah, you want a vacuum sealer built into your wall, you can do it.
Right, 100%. We have a video on that.
Yeah, so vacuum seal, and then you go open your steam oven, you're sous videing right there in the wall.
I mean, let's talk about what's more design forward than the iconic red knob, right? You know what I mean?
It's a status thing, I feel like.
It's a status thing,
but it's attached to a great brand.
Yeah.
So,
right?
it's
Sub-Zero and Wolf.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the best to do refrigeration.
Yeah, there's, for some people, they just want the red knob because it's like owning a Rolex or a Lexus or something like that. But then other people understand the quality of the product and know when they get something, it's going to be a good fit for them, and they're going to have it for a lot of years.
I mean, I know we're bouncing around, but even Sub-Zero and Wolf, we talk about the refrigeration. I mean, you got, talk about their longevity.
I mean, they're untouched. It's you buy into a Sub-Zero in most cases, and when I'm replacing those, they're between 20 and 30 years old. Yeah, you don't see that out of literally anybody else in the industry. And don't get me wrong, I have brands that I love that Gaggenau and Miele are two of my favorites, but the refrigeration is an area where Sub-Zero just has a leg up over everyone in the industry.
For a long time, too.
For a long time. Well, they were one of the innovators when it comes to built-in refrigeration. They've been doing it since the beginning of the company.
And that's what you'll see with a lot of these luxury brands. I mean, they were probably the innovators or the patents of, so many things that really set them apart. I mean, we talk about Thermador with a star burner. You know what I mean? Something that they have patented. It covers more surface area, that burner, and it gets hotter. It's closer to the pans, things like that. I mean, there are these one-offs that really make these signature brands, shine. Like Signature, you know what I mean?
100%.
I mean, Signature really, they're a newcomer to the luxury game, but they pack such a punch in what they do. I mean, their 36 induction has a power monitor on it. You know what I mean? How does that work?
Well, basically, it just on the induction, there's an option you can go in. You put a pan on it. It'll measure the the conductivity in the pan essentially
Yeah.
for how much ferrous material is made in it, and it'll tell you like on a percentage scale, like between 0% and 100%, how well that pan will perform on there.
I mean, that's great stuff. I mean, even their SKS range over here has some of the best features that you can offer. I mean, whether it's built-in cooking, whether it's steam assist cooking, they have power burners, wok grates. I mean, you
They even
name
have one
it.
with a sous vide tank on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you're right. I mean, they even have a built-in sous vide tank. I mean, it's just there are so many fit and features in this luxury line to make me look good is really good, but really make the consumer love cooking again and really get back into especially recipes and things that are fun. So
Yeah, and some of them steam,
Yeah.
like Mila with their steam ovens. Have you ever played around with that menu cooking they have in there?
oh my God, they're menu driven.
Yeah, so menu driven is something you're going to find on a lot of them, but on that piece in general, you can actually program a 3-course meal into it, and it'll cook all of it at the same time,
Yeah.
so all your food comes out at once.
Yeah,
and it's
I
all
know
ready to
everybody's
go.
listening to all this, and they're like, "That sounds great until I get it home." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and here's the one-off: you buy it from Don's, you get a concierge service. It is Chef Anthony. I know him; he's pretty cool. But we
okay.
go over, he's all right. But we go over all this, the fit and finish, and we do this pre-sale and post-sale. We always have done this. If you're looking at induction and you want to know about induction, or you want to see if your turkey roasting pan is going to fit in this oven, or you want to try what is true convection, what is the cooking, you could schedule a consult with me and James. We'll go in, in all of our showrooms there are live appliances, and you'll find a majority of the luxury brands we carry. So you'll see that in all of our locations, and we could probably meet you at any location and say, hey, Mrs. Jones, here's induction. Here's how this works. Here is the Power Star burner. Here's how it works, so you can really see it and really take a test drive of your appliance, your luxury brand before you purchase, so you have a great understanding and knowledge of what you purchased before. Because this is an investment. I mean, none of this stuff is inexpensive at all, and we want to make sure that you see in the forefront, what you want. I mean, our sales staff, great. Majority of them don't cook. You do cook, so you're an exception. Well, that's why I got you on the show today. But here's the deal. I've been doing it for 12 plus years, and I can help you walk you around that. So you'll see that in all of our locations, and it's just a great service we provide to help you take that next leap into luxury.
Yeah.
Leap into luxury. Listen to that, right?
Yeah. It's almost like it's a slogan from a certain brand, or two of them now. Two of them are using it.
You're right.
Yeah.
Two of them. And there are some incentives in buying luxury too. So there are some free pieces, right?
Yeah. So there are certain brands. If you look at your Monogram and your Thermadors specifically right now, if you buy complete cooking, you get a free piece. You buy refrigeration, you can get a free piece. So, and that could look like maybe a microwave, or maybe they'll give you a discount towards another piece.
Or
something,
ventilation or something, right?
So, and it becomes beneficial to maybe stick within one brand.
So think about that. Not only is it luxury, there are some free pieces out there when we're buying that whole suite. You know what I mean?
And it's and in general, any of those brands, when you get them, it's you're going to be happy with most of them. So.
All right, they're giving me the wrap it up. So,
All
you know
right.
what I mean, dude? This has been fun. It's been real. I love every part of this. Guys, go to donsappliances.com. Check us out at all of our locations. Once again, we thank you all for listening.